Good Wednesday morning, hump day. The best day of your life. Coach Sasser taught me that. Good morning, Billie Jean. Wendy, the first one in this morning. Timmy Wiggins, good morning to you. Mark the Shark on the ones and the twos here in Studio B. And good morning, Kenwood.
Morning, DJ. And,
morning.
Got to start off by saying great show Monday with you and Chandler McBride. What an impressive young man.
I tell you, I always have enjoyed Chandler's company. Got to know him when he was in high school, and he worked with us there at the ballpark. And then, of course, have followed him through his collegiate career, and he's great. And one of the things that I love that he brought out and that he shared with all of us was that he was a late bloomer. You know,
I heard him say. I heard him talk about that.
He didn't,
and I was glad he didn't sugarcoat it.
Yeah, and I think that's the case for a lot of folks. I don't know if I ever bloomed, but I didn't do as good in high school as I should have done. I could have done better. He acknowledged he could have done better. But we also kind of brought up that we were not terrors on the campus. We were not overly disruptive. We just kind of hurt ourselves
being
in different ways.
Mischievous is being mischievous.
When he got to Coastal, and I loved him plugging Coastal. He said that the light switch came on for him there. He got involved in a couple of the leadership organizations, and I think he was the SGA president maybe, and that's what kind of took him to the next level, which prepared him to have so much success at Florida State, and of course now on to Arkansas in a working capacity. But he has a good story. His journey has been fun to follow. It'll continue to be so, and it's going to be interesting to see where it takes him.
You touched on it a little bit just then. I was very impressed with the way that he told that story, and because it's a great case study. And listen, don't think that when you graduate and you look back and say from high school, oh, I don't have this for that. Think of what he said. He said, listen, I knew I didn't have academically what I needed to get into Florida State, so I went to Coastal first to get my academics where they needed to be to get into Florida State. And, young people today look at a guy, you can look at a guy like that and say, hey, he did it and we can do it.
I thought one of the strong points that came out of it also
Morning, Jesse Rigby.
for me, and that I hope that younger people
Morning, Miss Ann.
maybe can take to heart is there's a lot of people who have it figured out at 17 and 18. Hey, thumbs up if you do.
Yeah.
A lot of us didn't. But
we all thought we did.
But I did it. I knew I did it.
Oh, see, I thought I did.
But it's very important not to cripple yourself by poor decision making that can keep you from getting there at some point. And Chandler kind of spoke on that. He said, I knew I was kind of a screwball, but I wasn't out to hurt anybody. I didn't do anything that was going to keep me from having an opportunity when I bloomed. And I thought that was important to
Well,
point out.
you and he touched on this, and I don't know that y'all expanded on it much, but you touched on it some, and you've talked about this a lot, and I'm glad he talked about what he did, because he grew up in the generation that you and I talk about all the time that we're so happy we didn't, which is he grew up with everybody around him had one of these.
Yeah.
And what have we talked about? We didn't have these, so we didn't have videos and all this kind of stuff of us, like what he was talking about. You do something, gets floated around on the internet, and as you say, when you click send, it's there, okay? It's not a if it's going to come back to haunt you, it's when.
Oh, that's right.
You know what I mean? So, and then listen, what do we say about yesterday? The Colonel and Chef Adam coming in and taking the helm, and Mark the Shark on the ones and twos, and what a great show. Great job.
I didn't get to spend a ton of time with them yesterday morning. I was able to pop in and say good morning, and I saw they got things kicked off and off to a good start. But, yeah, who can't enjoy the Colonel and Chef Adam?
Yeah, that was a great show. It really was. Good morning, Miss Gail. Miss Ann, good morning. Morning, Chief. Steve standing in this morning. Chef Adam, great show yesterday, Chef Adam. Thought you and the Colonel did a fantastic job. It's always when you got the Colonel sitting there, especially history buffs like mine and yourself, you're going to probably learn a few things when you sit down and get to talking with him about, as you say, the Bruton and the history of Bruton. And as much as you love vacationing here, I'm sure you'd love to hear some more of that history.
I could listen to the Colonel all day long.
So, yes, peaceful view, very peaceful. Oh, yeah, Mark did a great job on this background this morning.
Good morning, Miss McKenzie.
Thank you there, Mark.
She's my fourth grade teacher.
Yes, good morning, Miss McKenzie. So I wanted to ask you if you had a chance to. I'm not. Let me say this up front. Do you eat hot dogs?
I'll eat a grilled hot dog. I won't eat a boiled hot dog, but I will eat a grilled hot dog.
As long as it's been on the grill.
Yeah, if it's on the grill, I'll eat it.
Okay.
Sometimes I crave it.
Okay. No, I mean that's fine. Reason I'm asking that question, then you'll enjoy this. Have you ever, once a year they'll have this hot dog eating like world championship?
Yeah.
All right. So the guy that's won it for
Joey Chestnut.
Okay, he's won it 16 times.
At least.
Okay.
He's like the Bayside volleyball team.
Correct.
Yeah.
All right. Well, he has won it 16 times.
Yeah.
Okay. He has been banned.
Good.
From the competition this year.
Nathan's puts it on.
Yes. All right. Let me tell you why. I'm so happy you know all about this. I didn't.
It's a sport. It's a sport.
So I didn't know that. I had no idea.
Yeah.
So listen, the reason he got banned is because he signed a sponsorship deal with Impossible Foods, a plant-based meat company that launched a vegan hot dog to rival Nathan's.
Hey, when you put on the contest, you make the rules.
I mean, right. But okay, if there's some sort of monetary prize that comes with that contest, fine. But if you sign a deal with another company and getting money for it, which one matters the most? I mean, I know what you're going to say. The estate matters the most.
The estate, yeah.
I mean, for sure.
Yeah.
But I'm saying a guy. So what you're saying, you have no problem with him.
I have no problem with him. I can't believe it took this long.
Okay. Why? I mean, I'm asking out of pure ignorance. I have no idea why.
Is it really a competition?
Okay. I don't know. I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah. If you won it 16 times in a row, I would say it's no longer a competition.
Yeah, he's dominating it. Okay, but then how? Like, what is he doing that's so different than anybody else?
I don't know. I mean, he's eating more hot dogs, I guess.
I mean, yeah, but like what I read was he's more by like a lot.
Yeah, he's a phenom.
Yeah. Well, I just thought I found that quite humorous, actually. So, it was just crazy. Let me ask you this. I know you're not a stock market guy, right?
Right.
All right. But maybe you can shed some light on something from a viewpoint of one who is not in the middle or have stocks or anything like that, correct? Meaning you can look at it from a 5 mile up above view.
Yeah, my portfolio is limited.
Yeah. Well, I don't mean that. I'm just saying, but you can look at it, subjectively, objectively, whatever. How can the economy be where it's at, but yet the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ set records yesterday? I don't understand how all this is going on.
Well, I can't speak to that, but what I can speak to is I was in Baldwin County yesterday, and I got a 2-liter Sprite and a regular size Twix, not the king size that they're oftentimes hook me on.
Sure.
The regular size. 2-liter Sprite, regular size Twix, $6.71.
$6. Yeah. Almost $7.
$6. I remember when the 2 liters were routinely 99 cents. Routinely.
So I don't know how much more of this that like we're going to be able to stand.
You know what gas was down in Stapleton per gallon?
I don't.
$2.83. It's a little more expensive than that here.
$2.83?
Yesterday it was.
Wow.
When I saw it, I turned on the radio thinking there might have been a war or something. Because because up here it's three and a dime, $3.15.
Well, I was going to say, there for a long time, Bruton was known for being the place to go get gas because it was cheaper to buy gas here for several years. I mean, like Flomaton, Evergreen, places like that, they were always higher. Now it seems like Bruton's back higher again for some reason.
I don't know.
I don't know how that works, but 283. That seems like a. I mean, they weren't going out of business or anything, were they?
No.
Anyway, so let's see here. Who else jumped in here? Hot Rod, good morning to you. D-Tomp, is the hot dog eating contest voted on? Oscar Myers, my name. Good morning, Sherry Weaver. Good morning, Tracy Miller. Kimberly Williams. Good morning, Wiener.
Well, the girls of 87.
Gas is cheaper in Pensacola, as Sherry said. D-Tomp, not getting into the political side, but less money in people's pocket. Pay increases not keeping up with inflation. That's 100% correct there, D-Tomp. I heard cheese prices are tripling. You a cheese fan? I know you are because you eat cheeseburgers.
Yeah.
You don't eat hamburgers with cheese.
But
every time I hate to interrupt you, but you have turned me into a not so good person when it comes to people ordering cheeseburgers now. Because if I hear somebody say hamburger with cheese, it almost infuriates me.
Well, yesterday morning, I had my 24-25 golf team in town for the morning. Meet and greet. We played together for the first time as a team.
Morning, Hank.
Went to David's Catfish, had a little lunch, and then I dismissed them. But we were ordering there, and 3 of them ordered a hamburger with cheese. And I didn't call them out. I mean, the wait
They're
staff,
recruits.
This
is your
signees.
team.
No, they're signees.
They're signed.
They're signed.
So they're good.
When they closed the door and we were to ourselves, we did address it.
Did you?
Yes, we did.
I hope you did.
And I don't think that'll happen again.
Did you explain to them that there are only a few pet peeves that you really have, but one of them is that?
I just told them that it was open for interpretation, that people could think we're trying to get over on them by ordering a hamburger with cheese. Because a cheeseburger is universally more expensive than a hamburger.
Correct.
It is.
Correct.
And it should be.
Absolutely.
You're getting extra material.
And here's the thing.
And I said, we're not going to do that. We're going to be out in front of this, and we're going to let them know we're getting the premium. We're getting the cheeseburger. So get it, knock yourself, get bacon on it if you want to. Don't order a hamburger with cheese and bacon.
Yeah, most great waiters and wait staffs.
Yeah.
Most great staffs like that are going to be proficient enough to write cheeseburger, not hamburger with cheese, as you pointed out. Now, where do you think that comes from? Like, I mean, until you ever brought that up, I had never, even considered that. Okay? Now that you brought it up, I listen to people order hamburgers, and I'm telling you, more times than not, people say hamburger with cheese. What is that? I mean, where does that come from?
I'm not going to say on air. I think I know, but I'll just.
You'll tell us later.
Yeah. I'll just keep that right
No,
there.
and I'm only asking that question because I would have never noticed it had you not made me notice it. You know what I mean? But I notice it now. Even in a fast food place. I mean, if you walk up to the counter at McDonald's and say, I want a hamburger with cheese.
Well, I've mentioned it here before. I've mentioned it, I'm a fair guy. I'm going to be fair with you.
Yeah.
So I'm going to be out in front of it, and I'm going to order the cheeseburger. Hopefully you'll key it in right.
Yeah.
Hopefully you'll charge me correctly.
Sure.
But when I pay for my drink, I'm also going to hit you up for the rider every single time.
Absolutely.
Because I've already paid for that.
Absolutely.
And I'm going to get mine to go. I would love for anybody in this community or anybody anywhere to tell me any time they've ever seen me leaving an eatery without it.
Let me ask you a question. Have you ever been told no?
Never.
Never. I've never been.
Never.
So what that's saying is what you're telling everyone is don't feel bad about it. It's part of the experience.
Yeah.
It's part of what you paid for.
Yeah. I'm going to be fair to you.
You paid for it.
I'm going to be very fair to you. and I'm going to expect it to be reciprocated to me, and it works. That's how it just works.
D. Tom said, "Do we see where BPC showed the Oaks burger on his video?"
He's got it.
Got it down.
Oh yeah,
Oaks burger with cheese.
I get the Oaks cheeseburger.
Yeah, I would hope that's how he has it listed.
Yeah.
On the menu, but maybe not. He probably says Oaks burger. I don't know. Yes, they have got ridiculous for process, Timmy. Chef Adam says, watch War Games yesterday. Whopper almost nuked everyone. Yes, he did, Professor Falcon.
Yeah, Whoppers, he came in handy last fall, didn't he?
Yes, very. Called it from,
I mean,
6 weeks prior?
at least.
Okay. I mean, it was at least that far.
Yeah, he was
I'm talking about 6 weeks prior to the season.
Oh, yeah. Whopper was on it.
Yeah. Shares his mental illness. That's right. DJ uses his coach's card for the discount. Nelly Rock, guess who invented the bacon cheeseburger?
Oh, I know who invented it.
Who?
His daddy.
No joke.
Circa 1974, Selma, Alabama.
Nelson Sr.
Nelson Sr. invented the bacon cheeseburger.
Wow.
He sure invented the heavy hands, too.
Did he?
Yeah. You remember the walking accessory that you would kind of fit like a handle?
Yeah.
He invented that, too.
So, okay. So, you're telling me Nelson Sr. Is some sort of inventor?
Yeah, man, I guess so. He's invented the heavy hands and the bacon cheeseburger.
I like that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Rock, we need to celebrate that more.
Yeah.
I mean,
I celebrate it all the time.
No, we need to put, need to make him a big graphic and get the world to know that this man invented the bacon cheeseburger.
We all know him.
And he's from look, everything runs through Brute.
Yeah.
Does it not?
Yeah, they're not from here, but they do reside here.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well,
Steve's from Mobile.
correct. But I'm saying Nelson Sr. lives here.
He does.
Okay. So I can say it all runs through Brute.
Yeah, sure does.
Especially if he invented heavy hands and bacon cheeseburger.
Yep.
So I didn't realize Nelly Rock had an inventor in the family.
Yeah.
Oh. DJ, do you need any more cups?
I'm good. Chief hooked me up with a box of styrofoam cups. A box.
I'll tell you what, man. Chief is the man, not just about a few things either.
He's a good friend.
About a lot of things. That's right.
Good friend.
I'll tell you this. He's on the short list at 3:00 in the morning of somebody I'm calling.
Better believe it.
He might be number one. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I'm just telling you, because he's one of them. When he gets there, he ain't asking no questions when he gets out of the truck. It's, he's getting out ready to help do whatever needs to be done. You know what I mean? So, that's why Flomaton stays in the shape they do, because they got a man down there running things that keeps things in order. And you well know about how that goes.
Absolutely.
Nelly, self-proclaimed. Well, maybe so, but I mean, hey, that's a pretty good claim to fame right there, isn't it? To say that you invented the bacon cheeseburger?
I recognize it.
Yeah. Hey, and by the way, you mentioned this last week, and I've thought about it since you mentioned. It's been on my heart. I want us to do what you said for Meg. I want us to have a BMP Player of the Year.
Did you not get the memo?
No.
It's already been ordered. It's done.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry. I missed it.
No. Yeah, we absolutely doing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm good. I didn't see
yeah.
it. I missed it. So then we need to get together and start discussing date and time and places and all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Because I think we need to celebrate her.
Yeah.
And have the community come celebrate her.
Sure.
I mean, both her parents, her parents, from this, well, Sarah Ann from Fulmerton, F Camp, but John Robert definitely from here. Well, I guess he's here. Listen, I love John Roberts.
Yeah.
And I love me some Sarah Ann.
Good folks.
Sarah Ann, she'll mind. She'll put it on you now. She'll tell you like it is. She'll mind telling you like it is.
Good morning, Coach.
You always know where you stand with her. That's for sure. Let's see. Ronnie Mack in the house. Good morning, fellas. Did I miss the fashion segment?
Morning, Ron Don.
No, you didn't miss it. We're going to bring out the oxen skin pelts and things here in a few. And I thought you and Don were going to come by and check them out for us. 3 a.m, I'll bring the shovel and duct tape. That's one of them ring dingers right there, Mark. 3 a.m, I'll bring the duct tape. That's good, Chef Adam. That is, that's one of them friends that's sitting there next to you in jail going, yep. I ain't one of them standing out there bailed you out that said, I told you not to do this. You know what I mean?
Wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, it wasn't a good idea. He was that friend right there is the one that got in the first car on the roller coaster with you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It didn't mean to. Let's see. Hold on. I got to tell. Hold on a second. Anyway, so here's another thing I wanted to ask you about. And I ain't being funny when I ask this question. Do you eat bananas?
Yeah.
All right. I'm not a banana fan. Like at all. Okay. I mean, just not. But I read this morning. I thought it was funny. Chiquita, that's who's the big banana company. Pretty much, if you see bananas, that's who, you get them from. Chiquita found liable for deaths caused by paramilitary it financed in Colombia.
Say that again.
Chiquita Banana Company found liable for deaths caused by a paramilitary force it financed in Colombia. A Florida jury ordered Chiquita to pay $38.3 million to the families of people killed by this paramilitary group that Chiquita funded during Colombia's civil war.
Wow.
A banana company.
Wow.
I'm gonna tell you what, man. I mean, I'm saying that to say this. I don't care what kind of business you in. I don't care what kind. There's just always some kind of craziness going on, is it not?
That's pretty crazy.
That's pretty crazy. I mean,
crazy.
When you get that crazy over a banana, wow. Anyway, so, we were just talking about this. So we can talk about this a little more. Fast food prices have more than doubled in the last 2.5 years. Now they're saying the AI is going to be able to change the way you eat because
I bet it can't.
I bet it can't either. I'm not one of these.
There are people saying that AI is going to dictate how we eat.
It's going to change everything about how you eat. Oh, yeah. Listen, there are people in this world that think AI literally, that we're about to be living in Terminator, like Judgment Day.
I do.
Okay?
Okay.
I mean, seriously, I am not joking. That's.
I feel another 21-day fast coming on. Just to show them.
I mean, I'm just telling you, it's crazy, but it's the truth.
That's just, I tell you what, oh my God.
AI. I mean, tell me how AI is going to change what
they're not
and how we eat.
They're not going to change anything about me.
That's what I mean.
I mean, and it's just ridiculous that we have people who will be.
It's gaslighting, man.
That's just ridiculous.
It's all it is. It's gaslighting. They love to use this word to gaslight people because they've got people believing that AI can generate a person. Okay, look, can you take anybody, Ron Don, D-Tom, Ronnie Mac, both are proficient with Photoshop. or some version of
Yes.
it. Okay, anybody can take people's heads and faces and put on and make videos.
Yeah.
That's been going on forever. What do you think the first computer was? It was artificial intelligence. So I'm telling y'all, the reason Elon Musk keeps saying that y'all need to back up from this is not from what everybody thinks, because he's saying, oh, it's going to take over the world. That's not it at all. What he's saying is that it's gaslighting. Y'all got people thinking that this whole world's fixing to be taken over by robots and they're going to kill us all off. Like we're living in Battlestar Galactica or something. You know what I mean? That's just nuts. So
Unreal.
it is. It is. Okay, so I know you're I know your travel corridor, but I do know that you know what Buc-ee's is. I know you say
Yeah.
you not the biggest, like you don't go seek them out, but you know what they are.
Yes.
So they just built the largest one in the United States, or actually in the world, in I guess you call it Luling, Texas. 75,000 square foot and has 120 gas pumps. And guess what? You can't buy. Guess what you can't do there? You can't pull a big truck in there. You cannot pull a semi. It is not a truck stop.
Wow.
Don't pull one in there.
What?
They're going to run you off.
Wow.
You're not like, that's what it's known for.
75,000 square feet.
75 and 120 gas pumps.
A lot of floor space.
The second biggest is the one in Sevierville, Tennessee, which is right outside of Gatlinburg, which is 74,707 square feet. A typical store, now not Buc-ee's, a typical store. The National Association of Convenience Stores says is less than 5,000 square feet.
Definitely the DG.
You know what's crazy? Speaking of that, up in the middle of nowhere, Dallas County, I'm saying within 5 miles of each other, they're steady building two fast as they can build them right now.
I had my first miserable experience with DG last week.
Uh-oh.
And it was somewhat self-inflicted. It was I knew better.
You climbed up on?
Nope.
Okay.
From time to time, they have problems with their coolers.
Okay.
They leak.
Okay.
And when I went in to get my 2 pot pies, the 2 doors closest to the pot pie bin
Yes.
were emptied. Doors were open, water on the floor.
Uh-oh.
Everything was out.
Uh-oh.
Inside the coolers, it's just one continuous cooler with individual doors that separate the different goods. So obviously these 2 doors were open, so you have to assume that the food right beside it is probably not frozen. At best, it's chilled. Well, I go in there, I get my 2 pot pies. There's no ice, sickles, or flakes on the box like there typically is.
Sure.
To validate they're frozen. I know they're not frozen. I got them in my hand, and I know they're not frozen. I continue to proceed to check out purchase. I get home and open them, and they're soup sandwiches. Unedible.
You bought 2, right?
Yeah. So I was out $3.10. $3.20. And
it got all over you.
It just got all over me.
But you said it was something because you knew.
I knew, but they still should have. They could have done better. I think they could have done better.
They should have put signs on
or shut down the whole.
Yeah, just said.
Shut it all down.
It's all down.
But you know, I've had when you've had 500 great experiences.
Yeah, you can't let.
It's not a deal breaker.
Yeah,
I mean, I'll go back today.
Listen, the odds are in your favor.
I didn't go up there and I didn't try to return it.
No.
I didn't try to complain. I'll go back and act like it didn't happen. But I'll just be a little wiser for it.
I'm just saying the odds are in your favor.
Yeah.
Like if you've been 500 plus times, and what did you say? You've had one maybe 2.
Yeah, that was
the
it.
other experience was kind of not even bad. It was just kind of half.
Yeah.
You know. So 2 out of 500 plus.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty good odds.
Yeah, it was. I should have known better. I was mad, so I didn't eat supper that night.
Right. But is it funny to you? I mean, this strikes me as crazy that these other things that keep popping up all over the place is 2 separate businesses, but they represent the same exact thing, which is called Dollar Tree and Family Dollar. Have you seen that?
I haven't been. No, I haven't. Yeah,
Out in a lot of rural areas, like DGs are doing. Yeah. These stores are popping up everywhere.
Okay,
it's 2 separate stores.
Yeah,
in a building.
Yeah,
but they're essentially the same exact thing.
I haven't seen that.
Yeah, I don't understand the mentality behind that. Like, if you got a dollar store, why do you need another one?
Yeah,
unless they sell 2 totally different type of products or something.
Right.
But I hadn't been in it, so I couldn't tell you. Let's see.
Good morning, Ace. West End's in here. Good morning, King.
West End.
Christina Fox in from Vegas.
How about that? What's up, Christina?
Good morning, Christina.
From time to time, I ain't much on these word of the day kind of things, but from time to time, I see these words and I do think about it, that it kind of makes sense. And this word kind of made sense. What does the word drubbed mean? D-R-U-B-B-E-D.
Well, I feel like beat down, maybe.
You're ding, 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 ding. You're 1,000,000% correct.
I won the spelling bee in 5th grade.
Yeah, I mean, listen,
Okay.
Drub meaning beaten severely or berated critically.
Have to regulate some pals every now and
yeah,
again. So.
I mean, well, that was the main reason that I thought, DJ Drub's a couple people, well, actually 3 in that reel you posted.
Did you see them walk through the room?
I'm gonna tell you what.
Those guys.
I tell you, man. Listen, you got to give them credit for innovating. They are constantly working on the act, are they not?
They're little rascals.
I mean, look, I give them all the credit, for being and doing and all the above.
Good morning, boss man.
Doing boss. Let's see. What is that? Wendy says there's one in Stockton. What is that? Threw up in one. Oh, you're talking about the Dollar General or Dollar Tree or whatever. Look, they don't. I'm gonna tell you something. Those folks that build them Dollar Generals, those folks work 7 days a week.
They get it up.
I mean, that one I'm talking about, those 2 I'm talking about, they're popping up. They're there 7 days a week. So I guess they're building. How many of those stores you think they're up to now?
Couldn't tell you.
I mean, it's got to be a bunch.
It's obviously a bunch, but I have no idea.
Let me ask you this, because you're a frequent shopper there.
Yes.
Okay. Do you think that they, as a company, are on to something? Meaning, do you think that they are looking at this, that more than likely this is going to be how people go and buy commodities in the future instead of these big super Walmarts and super Targets?
Well,
and
it's either one of 2 things. They're either going to win real big or they're going to lose real big because they're all in. They've got me. It is perfect for me. Perfect.
Yeah, I mean,
I wish they'd build one between the one that we have in my house.
Well, listen, don't say that out. Don't say it out loud because they subject to.
If I could get there on my Cricket, that'd be perfect.
As of April 2024, there's 18,912.
Okay.
In 8,008 cities.
I'm glad you looked that up because I was just looking that up myself. So right here, what month you say that is, Mark?
As of April 24.
There's how many?
18,912. Located in 8,008 cities.
Okay. So roughly what, 19,000? Roughly?
Yep.
Okay. So roughly 19,000 stores. how many Walmarts and Targets are there, Mark? I'm curious. I mean, because here's the thing. I agree they're all in on this model. I'm just wondering, because look at what Walmart's done. They're starting to open up these Walmart markets, just like little small grocery store, almost akin to like the Dollar General, except it's more Walmart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As far as the style. So if they open up a Walmart market like that, would you still go to the DG?
Yeah.
Only because you like that experience better?
I'm just real loyal.
But I'm saying experience-wise, you get in, get out.
Yeah, but I mean, are you saying the Walmart experience will be the same?
I'm not. I'm saying if the experience you have at Walmart now,
Yeah.
just say it's the same experience at a market,
Yeah.
okay? But you have this experience you've always had at DG.
Yeah.
Would you still choose DG over that?
Yeah, but it would be all based off loyalty,
I got you. Not experience.
not experience.
I got you.
Loyalty.
I got you.
Yep. In comparison, Walmart 4,609 in the states, and then Walmart International is just 5,300.
How many does Target have? I mean, listen to that. When you're talking 19,000 stores versus 4,500. I mean, I don't know about you, but like like what you said, somebody's all in.
Yeah.
I mean,
They all
they've
in.
obviously got something figured out that a lot of people don't, because, or else there's about to be a lot of buildings for sale in a lot of areas.
Yeah, Target looks like it's less than 2,000.
There you go.
You know, were you here with us when we were talking about Cordova? Was that mean you talking about Cordova Mall?
No.
Okay. I was talking about this. I think it was me and maybe the Colonel or Chef Adam, somebody last week. How does Cordova Mall continue? I want to ask you this. How does Cordova Mall continue to be as wide open and successful as it appears to be when every other mall in the country is like dying?
The food court.
But honestly, it's really not that big of a deal anymore. Like,
yes, it is.
I'm saying it's not. They're not packed wall to wall with restaurant. There's people there. I'm saying. I'm saying walk through the mall. Like most malls you go into now, there's a store, and there'll be 12 empty stores, another store.
Right, yeah.
I'm saying you walk through Cordova, it's not like that. That place is wide open, man.
Yeah.
And it's only. So I'm asking you, like, in your travels,
Yeah.
you look at these other malls around.
Yeah.
They're not like that. What is it about Cordova Mall that keeps that place? You're saying the food
I think
court?
the food court.
So
When I go to Pensacola, I will oftentimes, if I go to Pensacola to eat, if I leave Bruton, Alabama, going to eat in Pensacola, I will oftentimes go to the food court.
Wow. Okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah, and then while I'm there, I may hit a store or two.
Well, that makes sense.
I go to the food court.
That makes perfect sense. So, question of that.
And now that I got my members only jacket back, I'm gonna be going a lot more.
Hey, I don't blame you.
A lot more.
I don't blame you.
I've done pretty good in that food court.
What restaurant do you frequent?
I almost always end up at the Chick-fil-A,
Okay.
but I do like, and I'm probably not even saying the word right, Sbarro?
Yes.
Sbarro.
Yes.
I like a little Sbarro.
Yes. Morning, Chevy Ann.
And then there's one to the left. If you're facing the Chick-fil-A, there's one to the left that you can get they'll cook the Philly steak and cheese there for you on the little.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. On the griddle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Toasted bread. I like that too.
Yeah. Susan Rose. Good morning, Susan. The DG has found a niche group by offering lots of coupons and a Saturday $5 off, $25. TikTok is full of Dollar General deals now. That is smart thinking. DJ, you got to get on TikTok. I need to add you to ours.
This is something else. Like, that is great. I would just never use it.
I bet you would if you found out it would, the money you saved go to that estate.
Not with DG, I wouldn't. They've been good to me.
Okay, so
I'm gonna pay full retail at DG.
Oh, hold up. So if they gave you a coupon that said you buy 2, you get 2 free, you gonna pass that up?
I wouldn't do it at DG. If they told me I get my chicken pot pies for two for $1.50, I wouldn't do it.
Okay, so if they go up to $3 a piece on the pot pies,
Well, that's what I'm saying. They won't.
Okay, but if they do,
They won't.
but I'm saying times being what they are, if they do,
I think that's part of their business model. They won't. And since they've been so good to me for so long, even if they offer me a break, I will demand that I pay full retail because I'm fair.
so you can't even listen. You're such a fan, you can't fathom them going up in price.
They won't.
Okay, how are you so sure of that?
Because I go 4 to 6 times a week.
Okay, I
And
get.
I can just tell you, they haven't moved. Everything else has.
Correct.
I bought a 2-liter Sprite and a Twix for $6.71. Do you know what I can buy at DG for $6.71?
A lot.
A week's worth of groceries.
Yeah. Tell me this: have you had conversations with them about how their pricing structure stays where it's at?
No, but we've had a lot of nonverbal communication. Like we look each other in the eye and we nod and we grin, and I feel like they're
So
telling
the
me
telekinetic thing, you're getting it.
I feel like they're telling me that they love me, and I hope they feel that I'm telling them I love them.
Ronnie Mac says the fact that Walmart's doing that tells you DG knows what they're doing.
He's no doubt.
I agree with that.
I'm all in on DG.
Good morning, Fuquay. And that's with a date going Dutch.
Is there any other way?
Boomers all moved to Florida. Yes, they did. Yeah, a bunch of them did for sure. Susan says you can clip all your coupons on their app and cash them in by entering your cell phone number or email at checkout. They automatically come off. Yeah. DJ, have you been to the market, DG?
I have not.
Where's that at?
It's going out towards Pollard.
Oh, the one out on the 4 lanes?
Mm-hmm. Well, that's the one I know of. He may be talking of another one. That's the one I know of.
Okay, what is that? I've never even heard of that.
More fruits and vegetables.
Oh, so it's more akin to like a full-fledged grocery store.
I think I think they have the fresh fruits and vegetables
instead of just frozen stuff.
Yeah,
mm-hmm. Yeah, I got you. Well, hey, I just that's amazing. 19,000. Speaking of stock, I hate I didn't buy any, or hadn't bought any stock in that place. Well, I'm gonna tell you right now, I should have. Wish I had have. Canoes DG is coming up fast.
I still got 1,000 shares in Grant City.
Do you?
Hoping they come back.
Susan says there's one in J. Adam says, Chef Adam says that's the one they use out there on the 4 lanes. But see, you like me, the one you use up here is convenience. Just right here at the house.
Convenience and experience.
Yeah.
I love it.
All right, so tell me this. Have you, I know you probably don't know the number, maybe you do, of how many Dollar General stores you've been in, okay? But of all of them, can you say that this one, I ain't talking about the number of times because you'd be biased on that. Do you get the same experience at every store?
Yeah, pretty similar.
So what you're saying is their business mantra, their whole theme is pretty much universal at all their stores.
What I love about it, and if you don't go to the DG much, you may not know this.
I don't. So.
Okay, the DG work staff are always stocking shelves.
Okay.
Very rarely is anybody stationed at the register. Very rarely.
Okay.
You should know that going in. So when you go in and you get your stuff, if you can make a visual contact with them, or if you can give them this, they will then come up. And everybody who frequents DG is cool with that. There are some people who hold on a little too tight that demand to be waited on the second they get to the register that may not enjoy that or may be irritated by that. I would suggest you don't go to the DG and leave us alone because we all understand that's the way we do it. That's the way we commerce. And if the checkout register is available and working, that's the one I use to be an absolute no bother. to the people stocking the shelves. So
Sure.
they take less manpower to run their stores, but you have to give a little bit on the shopping side. You may have to wait a minute before you can check out. Doesn't bother me
And doesn't bother you.
at all.
Because of
And most people who go to DG know that.
because of the making because of the nonverbal communication.
Yeah, that and being in there, and that's why I think I love shopping at the DG because I see a lot of the same people in there, and we are all like-minded and of kindred spirits. We don't we're not. The world doesn't revolve around us. We
Okay.
understand that. These people in there are working hard. They're doing what they have to do to keep the prices where we want them to be.
Morning, Danny Rowland. Okay. Well then, tell me then. You just mentioned something. I was going to ask that question, but you kind of mentioned it. Who, or you mentioned the kind of people, customer.
Yeah.
What kind of customer is a DG customer?
Somebody,
And I'm going to ask that because
somebody who doesn't think the world revolves around them, who understands it's a team effort, who understands there has to be sacrifice to achieve the greater good.
So,
And if you come in there incorrect and the right crew of us are in there, you might be in trouble.
So what you're saying is that they have that whole compete thing down, and you feel that.
Those people work hard, man. I'm telling you.
I really didn't know. So you're saying it doesn't matter if you're the manager or whoever, you are to be stocking shelves
constantly stocking shelves.
when they're there.
There is nobody standing behind that register when you walk in that store unless somebody's checking out. They're going to be stocking shelves. And sometimes they may have a skeleton crew of one, maybe two people in there, and they're in the back.
And this is rules of the road.
Yeah. And I tell you this, you can tell when we have a newbie in there. And there's, is anybody, and all of a sudden, we haven't done it yet, but I visualize going back to, was it Goodfellas? When we go over there and we lock the door, now you can't leave. Come on back here to the toothpaste section. All we wanted you to do was come in here correct. You can buy a chicken pot pie for $1.50, and you can't wait 40 seconds for them lady to come back from the tinfoil section to check you out.
Now go get your shine box.
She's not back there on her cell phone. She's back there working. Right. I mean,
She's back there putting up trash bags on the shelf, and you up there going,
I tell you, it runs all over me, man.
Have you honestly, have you ever politely, as I know you would be, have you ever politely had to instruct someone on how the communication works in that store?
No. The one thing it's been a little frustrating for me, but I know there's a perfectly good reason for it, is the self-checkout register has been out of order for about a week.
I can see where that'd be a problem.
But
Now let me ask you this on self-checkout. Have you had any experience at like Circle K's now?
Yeah.
I don't know about all, but most.
Yeah.
It's not like a scanner type thing. You set your items up in this.
I ran into that in Wetumpka.
Okay.
For the first time.
Okay.
Didn't know what to do.
Right. I was about to say, is that not an odd experience?
I think they have it over at the East Bruton.
Okay.
The
Circle
minute
K.
stop. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a Circle K now.
Yeah.
To me, that is a very odd thing. Now, if it works, I'm all for it because it counts all that stuff at the same time.
I don't like change, obviously. So I got overwhelmed. After I had a chance to process it riding down the road, drinking my drink, I could see where there's real upside to it.
Absolutely.
It was just hard for me to accept that. Not even knowing it existed.
So Katie Fowler, good morning, Katie. Katie says they shut down all self-checkouts at DG. Too many glitches and theft.
Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't know that, Katie. Thank you.
Chevy Ann says it rang up my Dr. Pepper as a Michelob Ultra.
Wow. Okay.
Ronnie Mac says maybe my pal can work in the produce department at DG Market.
Publix. I'm not.
But here's where I'm at on like back to the Circle K thing. Like, okay, I don't understand how that. I mean, I could see where it could be faster.
Yeah.
Okay, but if you still have to have somebody sitting there manning the machine to operate it, meaning to make sure that everything's going, because most of the time, my experience has been 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 people going out the door and getting called back in because something didn't scan.
Yeah.
Okay. I know it's probably new technology, that kind of thing. But if you could put 10 or 15, 20 items under there and it get them all and then do the same, it does speed things up.
Yeah.
But I just don't know. It seems to me like that'd be pretty easy to thieve. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you what happened to me at Walmart over the weekend.
If you steal from the DG, shame on you. If you steal, period.
Shame on you.
But if you steal from DG,
shame on you.
I mean, shame on you, man.
Let me tell you what happened to me over the weekend. I was at not Bruton Walmart. I was at a Walmart. And I had read about this on some different places that a lot of these retailers now had set the self-checkout scanners up to be real super sensitive, meaning you subject to get hit with something in your bag didn't scan. Have you ever seen that come up? Well, I've never either. Okay. Well, it happened to me. And I'm saying, I'm one of these people, I make sure, you know, because I don't want to get hit at the door going out and somebody say, oh, you didn't, because to me, I want to get in and get out. Okay. Well, I knew I had scanned everything. So you have to wait on a manager to come over there, and they have to go through your stuff, and they have to look at it, and then they have to put a code in. By ask her. I said, hey, I'm curious because I've never had this happen to me. I said, did I do something wrong? Like, is there something I should have done different? She said, no. She said, all of this is turned up super high because of theft. Because she said you'd be so shocked at how many people will slide something across that and make it look like they scanned it, but it didn't. So I said, no, I wouldn't be shocked. So anyway, if that happens to you, I'm saying I was told that they've ramped that up.
It'll happen to me once.
And that'll be the last time.
That'll be it.
Yeah. Well, let's see here. Zeke Smith watching all the way from Africa.
Is that true?
Yeah. Zeke's a graduate of W.S. Neal.
I know. Yeah.
Is in the National Guard in the Army.
Yeah.
And there he's over serving our country as we speak.
Thank you for your service, Zeke.
Thank you for serving our country, Zeke. And
thank you for being with us this morning.
Yes, sir. Thank you for your service, and good to see and hear from you, man. Hope all is well over there, and you stay safe.
I'm not sure that we've gotten out to Africa before.
I don't think we have. Antenna's doing pretty good this morning.
Not this week, anyway.
No. Catman. Morning, Catman. Costco has the fastest checkout lines, 3-person staff. You know,
I'm still unsettled by your experience at Walmart. Like, I probably wouldn't be okay with that.
Well, I wouldn't have been had the lady not explained it in such the manner that she did.
That would be key. That would be key, how they come with you.
She came correct.
Yeah, that would be key.
She was super. Like, she didn't walk up there accusing me of anything.
Was she almost apologetic?
Very.
Okay. Well,
and she didn't.
That helps.
And she walked up there. I never said anything. When she walked up, she said, very first thing she said was, "I apologize."
Okay. Well, that would be how they approach you would be key.
She definitely did that.
Because this is my mantra. I'm not looking to cause anybody in trouble, but I'm not looking for you to cause me any either.
No. She was
I want to go in and get my goods. I want to pay a fair price for them.
Yep.
And then I want to leave.
Yeah. And see, well, that's what I was talking about like getting in and getting out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but she was very apologetic. And she came at it from this standpoint. She said, sir, I promise you, she said, this is not standard operating practice.
Well, it's funny that we're having this conversation. There is a golf shirt The brand name is Roback, RHOBACK. I've never had one. I have followed them and monitored their product for a little over a year.
And it's a golf shirt.
It's a golf shirt.
Yeah.
And I've watched reviews. I've watched price points.
Studied them.
All their pictures. It looks like something that I would like.
Yeah.
I say,
You're doing your research.
Yeah. They're probably on the higher end estate-wise than what I would care to be, but I do believe to a degree you can get what you pay for, especially with performance wear. You know, one thing I can't stand is for my shirt tail to come out when I'm playing golf.
Right.
And golf shirts are cut a little different.
That's right.
They're made for golf as opposed to it's a polo shirt. So anyway, what is today? Today is
Wednesday.
Friday. I purchased my first Roback shirt. I got two.
Okay.
Did it online. Went through the whole drill. Checked my estate. Saw where I'd paid for it. I didn't get a confirmation email saying that order had been processed. No shipping information, nothing. I bought on Friday morning. Thought surely by Friday afternoon. But they took my money immediately.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Yeah.
So Monday, I go on to the Contact Us tab, and there is no phone number. They have no retail stores. Only way you can buy from them,
It's online.
It's all online.
Shopify, yeah.
So I put a Contact Us Monday morning. Started off very nice. You know, hey, first time customer, bought a couple of shirts. I'll see where my estate's been taxed. No shipping information, no ETA on delivery, nothing. Can you tell me something? Get nothing Monday. Tuesday, about lunch, I send another one. This one's worded a little more loosely. There was one.
I can't imagine.
There was, you know.
I know how you are about that estate.
Well, you know, when
you sit there going, there ain't a phone number, there's not an address.
When you hit send, it's out there.
It's out there.
And so in the second one, in a roundabout way, I said, look, you'll never have to worry about me again. I either want my product or I want my estate made whole.
And that was at what time?
That was Tuesday at lunch.
Okay.
And I had an emoji on there.
Okay.
I hit send.
Okay.
Tuesday afternoon, about 2 hours after that, they send me an email.
Okay.
And it's from whoever it was, Andrea or whatever her name was. And she said, trying to find your information now. Can you verify the shipping address? So I quickly came back with the shipping address, Scambia Avenue, boom, put it in there. I've heard nothing since. So today, when we get off air, I'll go back. I'll review my notes. I'll review the conversation, and I'm gonna give it to them again. But I think the shirts are probably gonna come. I've seen enough people wearing Roback. They're a real product. You know, Tripp has one.
Do you think maybe it's just a small company that may not?
Well, I don't know. They project big. They may be small, but a lot of people in the golfing space wear a Roback. I mean, it's
legit.
It's a known brand.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking that I'm probably going to get my product. I think the way they choose to do business will not allow me to do much more with them.
Mm-hmm.
But there is a little bit of anxiety there that I have a state gone and nothing to show for it. So I'm going to monitor that situation closely. And there'll be some more conversation between me and them as much as I can have. Anyway.
Well, yeah, I'd love to. I'll definitely let us know the outcome.
Yeah, but
Chevy Ann said she loves the Sam's Scan and Go checkout. Listen to this: you get to use the app on your phone and scan your groceries as you put them in the cart and check out on your phone.
There you go.
Do you like Cracker Barrel?
No.
Okay.
Oh no. Hey, if anybody ever sees me in a Cracker Barrel, I assure you that I'm there against my will. And regardless of what I'm saying or how I'm acting, get help. Don't leave me.
Yeah.
I'm in bad trouble.
Yeah, you are under duress.
Yes. Something is bad wrong.
I was gonna say, but that's how you pay them now. Same kind of thing. They leave a ticket. They don't you still can pay the whole way, but you scan it with your phone.
Well, I'll tell you what I did. Stokes and I went to Texas Roadhouse Friday night.
Yep.
and I knew it. I knew it before I went. I had on a solid white shirt,
Oh no.
and I used to be athletic enough that it wouldn't have mattered. And as soon as they came out with the yeast rolls and the butter,
That's it.
I mean, as soon as I hit the butter,
That was it.
it hit here and it slid all the way down. And I was like, damn. So that had me teed off for the rest of the meal. But I paid at the kiosk there at the table.
Right.
That's the first time I've ever done that.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd never.
Yeah.
That was, like, for me, that was nice.
Yeah, listen, that's where I was going with that.
I like that.
I enjoyed the fact that they brought a ticket out there, they left it, and it's on me to take and do what I want to do right there.
Yeah.
And I don't feel like that they keep coming by saying, want something to drink, want some. I like that, but I'm saying a lot of times they're doing that wanting you to say I need a check because they're ready for you to go.
Yeah.
Well, when they leave it there with you from the beginning, you can make that decision yourself.
You know, in going back to Texas Roadhouse, I was kind of sitting there. I'm a people watcher, and I'm sitting there, and it's a machine.
Morning, David Cole.
It is a machine how they work
Oh
that
man,
restaurant. I mean, I don't know how many times each table turns over, but we were in and walking out in about 40 minutes, maybe 45.
they got an operation going.
And
I'll tell you, I thought that when they quit having the peanuts, where they throw on the floor, I thought that was going to turn a lot of people off, but I think it may have turned more people on to it.
it would turn me on.
Yeah, I mean,
Like,
what I'm saying is that was kind of like their thing.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah.
And I'm like you. I mean, I don't want to walk around on that. So
I don't want to hear your crunch.
No, right. So
I'll take my fork and stick it in your neck.
Catman says Amazon stores, you use your RFID on your phone and walk in, get what you want, and walk out. You get charged automatically.
Wait, do what?
That's a fact.
I don't even know what RFID is.
Okay, so on your phone,
This phone.
yes.
Okay.
If you have Apple Wallet set up,
I don't have. I have I've seen the icon, but I don't have. I've never
but if you
used it.
set it up,
Okay.
then you can use your phone instead of having to pull your credit card or anything like that out. You just put your phone up.
That's not right.
It's more secure.
Nah, that's not right.
Well, I'm just telling you.
I'm just telling you.
But I'm saying it is more secure. You don't have to whip your credit card out and take a chance of this guy behind you having a scanner in his pocket.
Hit that exit music, Shark. No, we ain't gonna start doing all that. I guarantee you, we won't take it to Blueberry Festival this weekend. You better bring your Yankee greenbacks.
Listen,
Spend a bunch of them.
I was about to say, we need to talk about that too. More and more, what's this? More and more people have peanut allergies. They had to be. Oh, yeah, I can see that. But I'm glad you mentioned that. Got about 10 minutes left, or maybe not that long, according to DJ. The Blueberry Festival coming up this weekend and Friday night. Big show down at the Hourglass.
Street dance Friday night.
Yep.
The Kiwanis Club is doing the pancake breakfast at the Methodist Church Saturday morning.
Are they? Okay.
And then, of course, the big time downtown. So I hope everybody has plans to participate in at least some of it. If you're around all weekend, take in all of it. I'm going to get bits and pieces of it for sure.
Will you be riding the golf cart down and checking things out?
I probably will.
How far does D2 extend down there?
D2 stops at Chiefs McGugan's house.
He's in D2.
He's in D2. He's the last one on the south side.
But through that four-way south,
That's District 5.
that's District 5. Yep. Okay. Well, I'll tell you this. With as many vendors as they're going to have, and the colonel telling me about a waiting list,
Yeah.
I think this year, if the weather, which
It looks like it's going to be good.
that's what I was saying, looks like it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
I think this year might be one of the bigger ones. And hope so, because, they had 2 or 3 years where they had some rough weather.
Big day for our community. A lot of people from outside the immediate area will be in. We'll get a chance to
Explain Venmo and PayPal.
show off our people and our nice little town here. Looking forward to it.
We'll do that. We'll do that tomorrow or Friday. How about that, Katie? It's going to be hot.
Always.
100 degrees. That's hot. It certainly is. It always is, though. But I will say this. Jennings has come a long way as far as shade, hadn't it?
Yeah, there's some shade trees out there.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I mean, it's come a long way for that. Thanks, pal. Now I know where I can get. Oh, he deleted it.
Ron, real quick, what time did the Twin Creek Clockers go on? You guys doing 2 or 3 sets this year?
What color of them checkered colored shirts y'all gonna have on? I'm curious. You know, I'd like to know. Yeah, that's right, Katie. Always either hot or raining, one of the two. You know, if it would just be a slight drizzle, you know, like just steady, man, that'd be perfect.
Drizzle?
I'm talking about not even a drizzle, like a light mist.
Yeah.
Like that wouldn't bother anybody. Think about it. You'd walk around cooler all day long.
Yeah.
Unless the humidity kicked up, and that'd be bad. But all right, so Mark, let's get out of here, man. DJ, I think he was I think that one put you over the edge right there, didn't it?
Getting close. If you're out and about through town, check out the new surface going down on Brooke Municipal Stadium. Natural grass. Looks good. Half of it was done yesterday. The rest of it should be completed today. New track for the Tigers.
That is, are they putting a track around it as well, DJ?
Mm-mm.
Just the grass.
Yep.
That track, they don't use that track anymore,
Not
right?
a competition track.
Yeah,
Just a walking
because
track.
of the one next door.
Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
All right. Sorry about that. I interrupted you. Go ahead.
Thank you for being in with us today. If you have some time to waste tomorrow, get back in here, and we'll probably be here as well. Blueberry Festival once again this weekend in downtown Bruton. If you haven't made plans for the weekend, make so to spend some of your time here with us. Mark the Shark on the ones and the twos. We appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Hope everybody has a good hump day and rest of the week. Remember to shop local. Y'all have a good one.